So, once again, I had a completely different subject that I want to talk about. The way my God is set up, honey. He has decided to have me deliver something different. I've attempted to be a little light in regards to my divorce, and it's almost Lord, I hope we finish. So I've had a lot of struggles with that, and that was the reason for this platform, is for me to be able to, talk about it, help other people that are going through, and do all that good stuff. But I decided that I wanted to, not be so heavy, and I decided to share a story. So I guess you can call it like a story time. I don't know, everybody else's time. But I was just sitting on the couch and I said, you know what? Instead of filming what I was going to film for tomorrow's vlog, I'm going to go ahead and talk about that. I want to talk to you guys about loving from afar. Now, I know that's a cliche saying, and people say, oh, you can love somebody from a distance. You can really, learn to just show love or have love for someone even if they're miles away. And that can be true, but there needs to be a lot of work that needs to be done prior. Sorry, a couple of weekends ago, I saw a post on Facebook regarding a very tragic barbershop shooting that happened in my neighborhood. And it just so happened to be the barbershop that my ex-husband grew accustomed to and frequently visited when we were together. So I've been doing all this and healing and doing my best to not look backwards and not think about the what ifs, but there was just something in me that got alarmed because obviously I didn't want to hear any bad news about him. I immediately called my mother-in-law. Hi, mommy. And actually, I'm sorry, I texted my mother-in-law and asked her to do me a favor. Now, hey, I don't want to alarm you, but something has happened where your son frequently visits, and I just need you to call him, check on him, and all I need you to do for me is reply, he's fine. A couple hours go by, I didn't hear anything, and I started freaking out, and it was prompting me to just dial his number, have avoided talking to him because it's not a fear, I'm not nervous of any sort, but I just not ready yet. She ended up responding and saying, hey, I just talked to him, he's fine. It's just the way my heart works. I need to know that he's okay. So she said, I understand, he's fine. So I got mad at myself, honestly. I was very ticked off at myself because you hear these stories and you think to yourself, why should you even care? Why is that even something that is any of your concern? That is your past. Let your past be your past. Still feel like I have more mourning to do over this, and I'm not done. And I've accepted that. I've accepted that there's going to be moments where something will trigger a thought or something will trigger an emotion, and I'm going to think about it. But loving from afar requires the ability to trust in God and know that God's going to cover whatever human being you care for. And if you aren't confident in that, then you have a lot of soul searching to do within your own faith. That was primarily another reason why I was upset, is I did not have faith that things were okay. I did not stomach the fact that if anything were to happen, the news would be delivered to me when God felt like it. I forced a response. I forced an answer, and that isn't loving. That is being nosy. I mean, let's just be honest. I feel like when you're really on this path of healing, and you really are on this path of, digging deep and really trying to find out why you react to certain things the way that you are, the first thing you need to figure out is how strong is your faith. But I didn't let it go and give it to God. And I feel like loving from afar is that. You let that person go and you love them through God. Sometimes instead of praying to God and, asking God to please let him know this or please work on him, I just talk directly to him. What I mean by that is in my prayer, instead of saying, dear God or Lord help me, I'm saying, you're my ex-husband. Like, please listen to me. Please pick up these vibrations that I'm trying to send to you. I hope that this is going well. And my intent in that is hopefully having him hear me some way, because I'm a spiritual person, and I believe that, you know, spirits will talk to others. Sometimes those dark spirits, they need that light. And there have been times within our marriage that I saw a very dark person, and I would just want to shine so much light on him and just make him feel brighter and be in a brighter space. Loving from afar is definitely a task, and it's definitely something that you need to put in work to do, and not necessarily feel like it's just something you can do without any effort. Oh, I love them, and I'll continue to love them, but I love them from a distance. Loving from afar, it does not mean reacting. Loving from afar does not mean, forcing responses. Loving from afar means doing just that. You love somebody from a distance, and you have faith in God that God's taking care of the person that you love. I don't ever think that I'll, fall out of love with my ex-husband. Even with my ex, my first boyfriend, I don't think that love will ever die, because to me, love it's a connection of souls that's just very hard to get rid of. While you will replace it and have other people that you love, it doesn't necessarily mean that you lose, sight of the original loves that you have. In a nutshell, if you're gonna love from afar, really do that. That does not mean finding out, reaching out, trying to help. I guess letting go and letting God is the phrase that I want to leave you guys with. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please thumbs it up, share it with a friend, leave a comment. Always remember, be loved.